Beautiful Las Vegas. Welcome to the Eddiefuse Show.
It's the Eddiefuse Show. Whoa, whoa. It's the Eddiefuse Show.
It's the Eddiefuse Show.
Eddiefuse Show.
The Eddiefuse Show. Eddiefuse Show.
It's the Eddiefuse Show.
The Eddiefuse Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eddiefuse. Welcome to the Eddiefuse Show. I got my man DJ Mike Luie in the building.
In a building.
What's
in a
going
building
on,
like it's
man?
never left, this motherfucker.
Good to see you, bruh. You know
Right
what I'm saying?
on,
I'm
man.
glad you're in the
You too.
building, man. I feel like this is what needs to happen.
It definitely is what needs to happen. Shout out to everybody that's on the live feeds that's paying attention right now, man. If y'all know either one of us, share whatever you see right now. You know
Right
what I mean?
now.
You know
Share
it's gonna
it
be an
right
explosion,
now, man.
Share whatever you see right now.
DJ Mike Luie.
What's up, big homie?
What's up, man? So man, we go kind of way back. Like, we got like that LB Rocks history, man.
Yeah, no, we got even more than that. Like I went back and I listened to some of my first mixes that I ever made as a DJ.
Yeah.
And you on some of them.
What?
Yeah.
I made the cut.
You definitely on some of them.
I'm on the
been
list.
rocking. We've been rocking for a cool minute, man.
Yo, man. So I just wanted to give a little people a little bit of your history a little bit before they go crazy because you got a lot of fans.
Ah!
So where's DJ Mike Luie from originally, man?
Originally, I was born in Riverside, California. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? At Riverside General Hospital. It no longer exists anymore in Riverside.
Uh-huh.
But I was raised in the neighboring city, Moreno Valley,
Yeah.
aka the Murder Val, aka the IE, the Inland Empire. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I represent Southern California. You know
No
what I
doubt,
mean?
no doubt. So how long have you been in Las Vegas? Really, like doing your thing and putting your mark out here. How long have you been out here?
23, 24, 13 years.
13 years.
13 years.
That's a quite some time, man. You know what I'm saying? I know when I first moved here and I was looking to get into shows and stuff like that, man. Actually, you gave me one of my first shows, man, over at Mulligan's.
Mulligan's,
A lot of
Tipsy
people-
Tuesdays.
A lot of people don't know about Tipsy Tuesdays.
It didn't
man,
last
you know what I'm
long.
saying?
It was
It didn't
fun.
last long, but it was on fire.
Yeah, it was a good spot, man.
Because it was a lot of talent that came through there
Yeah.
that dealt with you, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's low key where I got my start when I started thinking about, well, man, maybe I should throw a show or something. All that originated from seeing, you doing your thing, pumping, and everybody coming around and everybody having that love. You know what I'm saying? It was
man.
dope.
And it's crazy that you mentioned that because, you know what I mean, for a while, you know, when you by yourself, you think a lot. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you
Mhm.
may, shit, hey, ain't nobody to tell you different. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you know.
saying? You know what's right. But like I said, it's crazy that you mentioned that like that is because you see that. You feel me? Being somebody who do it all the time, you see people that you put on and they start their own stuff.
Yeah.
Now, at some point, I felt like, damn, everybody trying to do what I do.
Yeah.
But the bigger picture of it is that everybody is multiplying. It makes the scene grow.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So
the thing is that's what you're supposed to do. You plant seeds.
Mhm.
So if you didn't get an Eddiefuse, a Train Scholar, a Billy Jack, a Calicio, a Misfit, all these different artists coming that funnel through the same, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hookah Palace,
all
Sauce,
the same stuff.
Mulligan's, that's all the same network, bro.
Mhm.
Regardless of what, I don't care what nobody want to say. They can say, I started this, I created that. Okay, but it took DJ Mike Luie, DJ Kelly J, DJ Mizzy Matt, Eddie Hall, Conrad Drain, Eddiefuse.
Don't forget
Like,
Rafiki.
DJ
Rafiki, who the
like,
one
you see what I'm
made me
saying?
know it was possible.
You gotta definitely pay homage. DG, all these different people, all these different individuals who had their hand in different situations help create that gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like it helped generate the whole hip hop.
And it propelled. It took off, man. I remember filming the Straight Out of Vegas documentary.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't know about the scene because just at the time I filmed it 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever we filmed it, it was just looking funny out here.
Yeah.
But everybody started making so many major moves. Everybody started incorporating other people to and helping them help captivate the same vision and
Mhm.
striving for a goal. So
Mhm.
everybody was moving. Everybody was working hard.
No doubt.
Everybody was out here going to different venues and trying to do hip hop. So it wasn't that, ain't nowhere to go. And don't nobody know Vegas. Definitely people know Vegas because there's so many people that's out here now that's beating the pavement doing promotions to let you know that it's being done out here in the city.
Man, you know what? And I would have to, you got to pat yourself on the back. I'm going to pat myself. I want everybody to pat themselves, man, because it's like we all contribute to that funk. All this new generation. We got a whole new generation of MCs in the city.
Right. It definitely is.
A whole new generation. Like, I would say from like last year to this year, I've seen nothing but new faces.
Nothing but new faces. And it's cool because I'm seeing a lot of youngsters, you know what I'm saying, early, still in high school, even something like my son in middle school, but youngsters early adapting to this lifestyle and this culture, and then we're providing professionalism for them to come and get the experience, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it as well too, man. These kids, we getting a hold of them young, you know what I mean? And we got kids in it. Everybody got some kids that got something to do with what we doing, so
you know it.
They see in a constant grind, you know?
No doubt. Let's talk about Pardon Magazine, man.
Let's talk about it, man. I want to give a shout out to Fifi Cherry, you know what I mean? My homegirl from California, you know, we went to high school together, then I moved out to Las Vegas, and I ended up bumping into her like a few years later. And then she had a lot of stuff going on, but most recently she started her magazine. She relaunched her old magazine. It was My MILF magazine. And
There was some milfs in that thing.
Hey, you feel me? So I'm guessing that's why they had to change the name, because, you know, it was catchy, whatever the case may be, but it didn't mean what everybody was thinking it meant, you know what I mean? The MILF stand for something different, but so she relaunched the Pardon magazine. And what it is a local magazine started right out of here in Vegas, and it helps create awareness for young entrepreneurs and business people and entertainers and whatever the case may be. So what it does is it bridges somebody that's like well known, and it's two sides of the cover. So it bridges somebody that's well known with somebody that's up and coming. So on our issue that dropped today, on one side is DJ Franzen, you know what I'm saying? He's on the cover of that side.
That's dope.
And then on the other side is John Bourne, you know what I mean? The artist that's out here in Las Vegas, and he customizes shoes and he makes paintings and all of that stuff. So he's on the cover of on the other side. So
that's real life.
And just, you know, just going around bridging the gap, man, and just trying to do other stuff. You know what I mean? They also got a Pardon Magazine has a launch party tomorrow night from 8 to 10 p.m. at the Foundation Room inside Mandalay Bay. Y'all come out, come turn up. I'm going to be on the ones and twos for that too.
I'm going to have to slide.
Yeah, 8 to 10, man. Pardon Magazine, Mandalay Bay.
Now, also, I know that you're affiliated with your own radio station. You most recently just became your own radio station owner. Same as me, you know what I'm saying? We both came from the same tutelage out of LV Rocks. You know, how's your situation going over there with TMI Radio right now?
As far as TMI Radio, man, goes, I love it. We continuously building the platform every day, you know what I mean? And we just trying new things, you know what I mean? So this is my first time fully hands-on with everything, so it's definitely a learning experience. It's a lot of ups and downs.
Me too.
A lot of ups and downs. I'd have been talking on the radio for a good 30 minutes and it wasn't even broadcasting plenty of times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or talking too loud, or it's just a lot. But you know what I mean? You get a lot of people that come through and then they respect it because it transitioned from social media to real life to them. You know what I mean? A lot of people is just on social media. You know what I mean? They do a regular thing, got 9 to 5s and got kids and all that stuff, and they just watch social media. Then they come by, see what you really got going. They develop a better respect for you. You know what I mean?
So I'm sitting back thinking, because you have a radio station, you see so many people come through and so much talent. Is that what helped inspire the What It Do Mike Luie tour?
Nah, what actually inspired the What It Do with Mike Luie tour actually had something to do with radio, but it was my radio show. So me starting in radio, I catered to a lot of independents. You know what I mean? I brought in independent artists after independent artists after independent artists every Friday night. So what I wanted to do was be able to take the artists that I brought into the radio station from the radio station to a stage in a different state. Yeah. So I started doing the What It Do with Mike Luie tour, or the What It Do tour 2015 in Indiana State. So I did it at Indiana State University. You know what I mean? I had some few players from Vegas come out, Atlanta, Detroit, in Gary, Indiana. You know what I mean? And everybody came through, and we put on a concert, got the sponsors together, and went crazy. And it was kind of funny because it was around the time that Bill Cosby was going through all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Wow.
In the news. And Bill Cosby had the theater booked out for that night for his tour, but then he went up on the news, and then the school took it from him. They didn't want Bill Cosby to do that. So on the day that Bill Cosby was supposed to be at Indiana State University doing his thing, I was able to do the What It Do tour in the same building that he was already, you know what I mean? Like he was supposed to be in.
Right.
But they just took it from him. But, you know, it was blessed. It was cool. It was Valentine's Day. It was really nice, man.
It was a good event. That's what's up, man. Now, I noticed that, like, last summer you were doing the Ball Up Tour. You was meeting a lot of professional basketball players and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know you got kids. I know they had to enjoy that. How was that experience?
That was cool, man. And just you mentioned my kids. The best thing about it is, man, is watching my son be like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I deal with these people on a regular, on regular. You know what I mean? So it's business, and it's but they family to me as well too. These guys are family to me, and then my son see it for the first time, and it's just cool. You know what I mean? I remember being a kid and being starstruck, and he's starstruck over people who are my favorite players, like the Professor. You know what I mean? Swaggy P and Agent Zero and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So. I love it. I love being able to do something for my son and do the same thing for my son and make him smile and be able to do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, if I see this kid walking down the street with no shoes on, right?
Uh-huh.
And my son just don't understand because he's young, you know what I mean? And I buy this kid some shoes. My kid like, dang, Dad, you spent that money on that dude? I don't even get no shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I provide you with a situation, a scenario where this kid can have the same amount of fun as my kid, then I don't feel too bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't feel bad about it at all because we can all get along. You know what I'm saying? But
and you know, talking about the kids, man. I know recently you've been going back and forth from Las Vegas, California. You know, you were having like a court issue, man. You feel like disclose a little bit?
I mean, as far as the court case went, it was really weird. A lot of people, you know, if you do follow me on social media and you do know me, man, you probably have come up to me and said, my condolences, you know, my last summer being on the Ball Up Tour, my son's mom passed away. You know what I mean? She had her second heart attack in like 2 years. At 29 years old, she passed away. So when I was on tour, I had to quit the tour. You know what I mean? Because that just was going on. You know what I mean? So I had to, you know, I was in California, so I got my son, and then, you know, I brought him back. But, you know, some people, his other relatives didn't like the fact that I came to get my son. Like I wasn't going to, like, I'm not going to leave my responsibilities to nobody. But they didn't like the fact at all that I went to go get my son from them. So they filed for custody. They filed for like not joint. They filed for like sole custody and like fucking whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
but pretty much
they was trying to fight you for yours.
So they was fighting for mine. It was really weird because, you know, I didn't have a lawyer and I didn't know when I was getting the paper when everything was just hitting me left and right like, but it was coming from the back door. It wasn't like you walked into my front door and we had this conversation. No, you like try to sneak in through the back door and came around the other side and fucking lifted up the trash can, made too much noise, and I caught you. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was they was filing this paperwork and smiling in my face but not telling me. So like I would go drop my son off to them and they had paperwork to serve me but didn't serve me because they was scared I was gonna take my son away. So when I dropped them off to my son to them, you know, they did what they did. They enrolled my son in the school and all did kind of weird stuff. So I literally had to go get the sheriffs involved and take the police, drive back to California while my son's supposed to be on summer vacation, drive to California, go to the police department, show them my paperwork, and get them to go escort my son out of the house because they had put him in school behind my back and had them telling me, lying to me, like, don't tell your dad, don't tell him nothing, we going to school. Ooh. And so everything started to unfold and it unfolded, and it was just beyond me of what was going on. But I got a kid, you know what I mean, and I can't stand it. Like I told them when I didn't want to sign over the custody of my son, it was like that I would never do that. You know what I mean? So I'm the pappy. You know what I mean, and I'm here to raise him. You know what I mean? And they just try to make it seem like that I was never in my son's life. I was a deadbeat dad. I'm not shit because I'm an entertainer. I'm gone all the time. He's always on tour. I said, well, it was so crazy how much they knew about my career. I wonder why they never fucking ever supported me.
Thank you.
You ain't never bought a fucking CD.
Thank you.
I ain't never seen you like shit. I don't
Right.
even know you follow me on
Right.
this fucking social
But
media.
you know my whole MO.
No, the whole situation, the whole get down. You know what I mean? But they just got us going in court.
Mhm.
And it was just really weird. So over the past year, I fought for that. I was fighting with no lawyer. I beat them hands down. They had a lawyer. I beat the brakes off of her. I'm going to say shout out to Miss Fritz. Fuck you. That was the other lawyer. Oh, man. You already know. She talked crazy about me. You
She
know?
did.
You know when they go, they try to get their
They try to go to the
arguments.
lowest on you.
Oh, they trying to get their closing. I was sitting in the courtroom like, this bitch don't shut up. I was too blank faced. She talked for 30 minutes giving her closing argument. I was. He ain't shit. He ain't
I
gonna
hope I
be
bump
shit.
into you at McDonald's.
No,
one day.
this motherfucking man. I wish my mom was here and heard this shit you said about me
Your
right
ass.
now.
I put my grandma on your ass so quick.
Real quick. No, but it wasn't. It was the the attorney, and it just was beyond me. Like, bro, y'all put all these people in our personal business to handle something that we could be adults about. You know what I'm saying? But hands down, I won the court case, man. I got my son. I'm most excited about not having to worry about court anymore.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? And
yeah.
just get to being a father. You know what I mean? And to the next move and get the career on.
You know, man, we need more fathers like you, man. You know, we got daddies running from their kids.
Yeah.
You ran to your kid. You know, that's the difference. We got parents neglecting their responsibilities and you ran to yours.
Oh yeah, every time.
You know what I mean? So that speaks volume. You know,
Right
real
on,
volume
man. I
out here,
appreciate
man, in
you,
society, man.
Right on, Pippin.
The Louisville mixtape.
Louisville.
When is that thing?
That's super in anticipation right now. I've been working on that joint for about, I'm going to be real, let me just try to throw it back, like 3 years or 6 months. I can't believe I said that like that, but like 3 years or 6 months. But you know what I mean? It's just so much happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was a transition. You know, I was recording it at a certain place, and then you know how relationships go. And then I was fortunate enough to be able to get back in a better space with the person that was recording my album, and now we working on it. Shit, it's to the point where, hey, hear your shit, do what you got to do with it. You know what I mean? Let me know if you need something from me now.
Yeah.
So we got it popping. You know what I mean? Now I got all my stuff. All my tracks that I was working on prior, I got some new stuff that I got on there, you know what I mean? And then I also got, I got like 2 more tracks that I want to put on there that I haven't thought of. I don't got a beat to the motherfucker yet. I just know that I want to do some type of contest where I do it between producers. And then that beat goes on the record. And then I want to do contests between 3 or 4 girls. And then that winner out of that female, she go on the record. And then the contest out of like 3 or 4 dudes, and the winner of that, they go on the record. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I want to do with the Louisville mixtape to finish it up. But it's not what you think it's going to be. It's not your average mixtape. It's not no regular. I'm DJ Mike Luie. I'm on the radio. Like, expect a lot of that shit. Expect some shit talking to be going on in that album. Expect some cosigns. You know, I got a couple cosigns out there. You know what I mean?
Well, man, before I get you up out of here, man, I want you to since you're a role model out here in the community, man, you know what I'm saying? I want you to give the kids that's out here trying to do something positive some tips on how to stay consistent and, you know, try to be more successful like you. You know what I'm saying? What can they do to try to get to where you at right now?
I mean, as if you're a kid out there, man, and you paying attention to what's going on right now, man, all you gotta do is reach out to me. Like I said, we've been building platform so that we can bring children in. You know what I mean? So that we can, you know, help learn how to do this. There's cameras, all kind of cameras around here. You know what I'm saying? And it's that. I'm sure if kids reached out to you right now, I'm like, y'all want to learn how to work a camera? You'd be like, come through on the Eddiefuse show. I'll show you the process and what we do. You know what I mean? That's why I want us to just stay positive, man, and use your natural talents. To get where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people gonna get to a place where they tired of being told what to do. They don't listen to their mama they whole damn life, and listen to their daddy they whole damn life, listen to teachers, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. Listen, figure out how to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to get it done by yourself. And reach out to somebody like me, somebody like you. And, you know, we got a little hands-on experience every time. Because somebody want to learn how to cut hair. There's a barbershop downstairs to take you down there and let you sit over there, you know what I mean, and pay attention. You know what I mean? So Let's
No
make
doubt.
it happen, man.
Well, look, man, before I get out of here, we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with our closing remarks. We're going to give you your social medias, and we'll be right back with the Eddiefuse Show. And we're back to the Eddiefuse Show. I got my man DJ Mike Luie in the building. What's going on, man?
Man, you already know, man. Feeling good, feeling great. Just happy to be where I'm at right now.
Oh, we really enjoyed you, man. We really enjoyed the interview,
over?
man. It's over. You done.
It's over.
Give them your social media.
Man, you already know how to find me, man. It's the IE's very own DJ Mike Luie, man. Follow me on Instagram at DJ Mike Luie. DJ MikeLuie on Instagram, man. And follow me on Facebook at DJ Mike Luie in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, whatever, man. Just type in DJ Mike Luie. Stick that shit in your Google and your YouTube. You know what I mean? If you find a video with me in it on YouTube and it's not published by King Louis, send it to me so I can see it too. Shit, because people be posting all kind of shit
You got
about
people doing you like that?
Man, I can't even. I was arguing with a person in the middle of the street one day. I seen that shit on YouTube under DJ Mike Luie.
Wow.
Oh,
The audacity.
Yeah.
The audacity.
I was
Look,
arguing
man.
about the gas pump. I was here first, damn it.
Well, that's it for the Eddiefuse Show. We'll be back next week. Appreciate DJ Mike Luie coming in. Make sure you watch the show. We out. Peace.
Beautiful Las Vegas. Welcome to the Eddiefuse Show.
It's the Eddiefuse Show. Whoa, whoa. It's the Eddiefuse Show.
It's the Eddiefuse Show.
Eddiefuse Show.
The Eddiefuse Show.
Whoa, whoa.
Eddiefuse
It's
Show.
the Eddiefuse Show.
The Eddiefuse Show. Eddiefuse
Tune in.
Show.